There's a lot of confusion about Naruto's last name. Of course, he inherited the Uzumaki last name, his mom's last name, and not his dad's. A lot of people are like, wait, why is he an Uzumaki and not a Namikaze? That doesn't make sense. There are actually many reasons. There's one particularly more interesting, and it's not the one you think it is. Before we get to those reasons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video to help me out if you enjoy my content. Thank you. Uzumaki. That's Naruto's last name. We have to assume that Hiruzen, the third Hokage, was the person who chose that last name for Naruto. And a lot of people are gonna say, well, he chose that because he didn't want Naruto and anyone else to know that Naruto was the son of the fourth Hokage. But the thing is, a lot of people already knew that Naruto was the son of the fourth Hokage. All the Jonins in the Leaf Village knew. Obviously, Hiruzen, the elders, and all that knew as well. I've never understood why they wouldn't just tell Naruto that he was the son of the fourth Hokage. That's really messed up if you think about it. Imagine you're an orphan and your dad used to be the mayor of the town you live in, but nobody tells you because everyone hates you in the village because you have a demon inside of your body. That's not a very good thing for you to do, but I'm not here to judge that. A lot of people say that Hiruzen chose the Uzumaki last name to conceal Naruto's real father, which is not terribly wrong, but obviously Kishimoto chose that name so that nobody reading the story or watching the anime would know that Naruto was Minato's son before he wanted them to know. So this is the out-of-universe reason. Kishimoto wanted this to be a surprise. By the way, did you know that Uzumaki and Namikaze kind of mean the same thing? I mean, Uzumaki means whirlpool, and Namikaze means wind wave. Nami means wave, and Kaze means wind. You know, you could say that they're the same last name if you think about it, but not really. But even still, there are a lot of people that just say, well, no, he should have inherited Minato's last name. For instance, in my rewriting Naruto series, which is a series of videos that I make changing some things that I think would have been better in the Naruto story and all that, in that series, Naruto actually knows Minato is his father from episode 1. And Naruto is still Naruto Uzumaki there, and a lot of people said, wait, if he knew that all along, then there would be no reason for him to be an Uzumaki. He would just be an Namikaze. No, this is actually very wrong. You see, saying that Naruto should have inherited Minato's last name is tied to the naming conventions of the United States, because I know over half of my audience is from the United States, and there, people usually inherit their father's last name, and that's it. But naming conventions change around the world a lot. Even the order of your names change. For instance, in Japan, you say the family name first and then the given name. But how do naming conventions work in Japan? Well, in modern Japan, it works kind of like in the United States and many other countries in the West. The child inherits the father's last name, usually. Also, when a couple gets married, the woman is obliged by law to change her last name to the husband's last name. There are exceptions. For example, if a Japanese woman marries a foreigner, then she is not obliged to change her last name. And trust me, I wouldn't know that. But then you may ask me, well then, that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't Naruto inherit Minato's last name? Because obviously Naruto was made in Japan. Naruto's setting is not modern Japan. Sure, there are some modern things here and there. There are TVs, there's electricity and all that, but Naruto's universe takes place in a feudal world. It's very easy to see that because they refer to the leaders of their countries as the daimyo, which translates to feudal lord. The universe Naruto takes place in doesn't really resemble a modern day Japan or any modern place in the world. You could say it probably does a little bit more in Boruto, but Boruto isn't even canon, so nobody cares. In the Japanese Edo period and before that, naming conventions worked differently. When two people from two different clans married each other, the person from the least powerful clan clan would get the name from the more powerful clan. So even if you are a guy and you marry a woman from a much more powerful clan, you will get her last name, and that's how it worked for the children as well. The child would always inherit the powerful clan name. And you can imagine that there would be a lot of fighting in between clans to see which one is more powerful and which one is going to actually pass down to the child of a couple. But regardless, if we apply that logic to the Naruto world, the Uzumaki clan is a historical clan of very powerful shinobis that fought during the Warring States period and had essentially an entire island for them. Sure, when Naruto was born, the Uzumaki clan was in shambles. It didn't exist anymore essentially, but it is a known powerful clan, so much so that the Leaf Village still used their symbol in their uniform. On the other hand, the Namikaze, as far as we know, isn't even a clan. It's probably just a family name. We don't know any other Namikazes. We don't know Minato's parents. We don't know anyone from that family. So it's probably just a minor family that is not even a clan. Obviously, the child would inherit the last name of the powerful clan and not the unknown family. The Uzumaki clan has a crest. The Namikaze clan, as far as we know, doesn't have a crest. And Naruto wears the Uzumaki clan crest on his back ever since episode 1. Naruto's last name being Uzumaki lines up well with historical Japanese naming conventions. We can see a very similar example to when Sakura marries Sasuke and she becomes Sakura Uchiha. Now sure, she is the woman, allegedly, but are you gonna tell me that the Haruno clan is more powerful than the Uchiha clan? I don't think so, man. Sakura's probably like, yeah, it can be an Uchiha, I don't mind that. That's probably pretty good for me. Another good example of the more powerful name remaining is when Sai married Ino. We don't know Sai's clan, we don't even know if he has a clan, but he is the man, allegedly, and he married Ino Yamanaka. The Yamanaka clan is a powerful and famous clan in the Leaf Village, so naturally Sai got that name, even though he is the man. And obviously Inojin, their child, also got the Yamanaka clan name. And an interesting case is Boruto, because Boruto is the child of a Hyuga and an Uzumaki, two very powerful clans, and they went with Uzumaki, and for Himawari as well. As I mentioned before, this is one of those cases where it's probably a dispute in between the two clans of which name's gonna be inherited, as Naruto was in line to be the 7th Hokage and the hero of the 4th Great Ninja War, and also he comes from a very powerful clan, even though it's not much of an active clan anymore. Naruto and Hinata chose the Uzumaki last name for their children. The out-of-universe reason was obviously because Kishimoto wanted Burrito, the protagonist of the sequel to Naruto, to inherit his father's last name, the last name of the main character of Naruto, for a plethora of reasons. First, because it's much more recognizable in the story and for the readers. Oh, Uzumaki, just like Naruto. And because it's symbolic, it's Naruto creating his own family, something he's ever wanted to do, something he wanted to go home for, even though he doesn't go home very often. But that's not the point. So Himawari and Boruto get the Uzumaki last name and not the Hyuga last name. And they still have ties to the Hyuga clan, so it's not as though they are not a part of family, especially because Hinata is a member of the main Hyuga family. Watch this video right here for some more entertaining content. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for watching.